When you first log into your iNutrition Pro account, your coach may have requested for you to complete a pre-screening questionnaire and the food log. Both the pre-screening questionnaire and the food log give your coach important information that they can then use to create a more effective diet plan for you. So to start the pre-screening questionnaire, just click on the Start button. From there, answer the questions on each page to the best of your ability, and when you get to the last page, click the Complete button. As soon as you submit your questionnaire, your coach will then be able to view it from their end. If you need to make any revisions to your questionnaire, you can always go back in and edit it. Now, if your coach also requested for you to fill out a food log, you'll see next to the pre-screening tab, there's a separate tab for where you can fill out the food log. So if you click on the tab, from here you can start a new food log, but just by clicking on the link. And from here, you're generally going to be required to fill out a food log for a period of anywhere from 2 to 7 days. For most accuracy, it's actually best to fill this out in real time rather than relying on your memory. So you can just actually take the iNutrition Pro app with you on your phone and just log all your foods throughout the day. So suppose you had bacon and eggs for breakfast. You'll just scroll down the page, you can set the time of that meal, and then from here select the category for each of the foods you wish to add. So we can select from proteins, fats, carbs, beverages, or even supplements. In this particular case, since we're having bacon and eggs, that's going to come in the protein category. If we click on the protein, now that'll bring out the food selector window where we can do a search for the foods that we wish to add. Now notice, if you go up the top here, you can actually select from various national food databases depending on the part of the world you're from. And you can actually switch between the searches or the different databases when you're doing a search. So let's say in this particular case, I want to do a search for eggs. I would go ahead and start typing eggs, and then notice the various options for eggs are going to start showing up. Now, once I've made my selection, I'll just click the tick button. And now from here, I need to select the serving size. So notice if I click on the icon here, that'll give me several different serving options. So one extra large egg, for example, that's 53 grams. Suppose you had 3 eggs with that meal, you would increase that to 3 servings. Now once you select that, notice what happens. The daily totals for all the foods that you select are going to start showing up, and that includes all the macronutrients for the day as well as all the micronutrients, and at the top there you'll see the macronutrient totals and also percentages. So after we've added the eggs, let's say I want to go ahead and add the bacon, we would again click the protein tab, and now from here we would start typing bacon. Now once we select bacon, we can again click tick, and then we need to select the portion size. So say for example you had 100 grams of bacon, we'll go ahead and select that. And again, once we've selected or made our selection, we can minimize that. And now again, notice the daily totals, all the macronutrients, all the micronutrients, all the ratios and percentages for the day are displayed here. So once you've done your first meal, to create a second meal, we can just go ahead and clone the first meal. And from there, we can change the times. So say for example, you want to have the second meal at 11 o'clock. And then from here, we can change the food. So we can erase these foods, and then we can go ahead and add new foods. And once we've done that for all of our meals, you can create up to as many meals as you like. All your totals for the day will be averaged out, and then we can move on to day 2 and complete at least the second day of the food log. So typically you'll need to complete at least 2 days for each food log, but your coach may have given an option to complete up to 7 days. Now once you've completed the second day, you can either clone the first day or that second day, or you can just click the plus button, that'll create the third day. Just make sure you click the save button after each meal, so that way you don't lose any of your changes. And once you've completed the food log, you can then click the complete button, and that will be submitted to your coach.